Greetings to all of our online audience. I appreciate you tuning in for Pearls from the Pastor. And thank you for tuning in to our streaming broadcast. Tonight I'm going to speak again about the major prophet Daniel, And I'm going to be looking at the 6th chapter of the book of Daniel and the 16th verse. The 6th chapter and the 16th verse. Of course, I guess the title of this tonight could be Deliverance. Deliverance. God does deliver his people. This is, of course, the story of Daniel, who was thrust into a den of hungry lions, and God delivered him from that. Let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. The night that Belshazzar saw the handwriting on the wall, an army come in and defeated Babylon. And this was a confederation of the Medes and the Persians. And so as we get to chapter 6, the Medes are in charge, and the king on the throne is Darius. And what he does to organize his kingdom, he appoints 120 satraps. Now these were officials that were used for two major reasons: to collect the taxes and to evaluate the security of the nation. And on top of them, Darius appointed 1 that the satraps were to report to. So in other words, these 3 were higher than them all. And guess what? Daniel was one of the 3. And he appointed Daniel because he was highly intelligent and was a man of great reputation. And you know the story, how that he read the handwriting on the wall. And God gave him special insight into what God was doing. And so let's look at verse number 16. The king gave orders, and Daniel was brought in and cast into the lion's den. The king spoke and said to Daniel, "Your God, whom you constantly serve, will himself deliver you." Of course, Darius is a pagan, but he realized something special about Daniel. It wasn't just about Daniel, it was the God that was in Daniel. And because he was a foreigner, and the other 2 officials that were the guardians and the chiefs of them all got together and trapped Daniel. And so the king himself, it seems as though he didn't want to do it. He had to execute Daniel. And he did it because they told him that there is a law among the Medes that whatever order is given, it cannot be reversed. And so Daniel is thrown into the den of lions, which was their mode of execution at this time. And Daniel is thrown into a den of hungry lions. And all night long, Darius cannot sleep because he's thinking about what he had just done and that he was pushed, coerced into doing. He could not sleep. But then early in the morning, he got up and ran to the den of lions. And Daniel spoke out from the den of lions, said, "O king, live forever, for God has shut them out of the lion." Have you ever had rivers in your life? Have you had disasters in your life? They're nothing but lions. And I want to tell you, just like Daniel, God will shut them out of the lions, and yes, the bears, and the hungry attackers that's in your life. Amen. For they even attacked Jesus. But he said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Amen. So Daniel was delivered from the lion's den because God shut the mouth of the lions. My brothers and sisters, God bless you and God keep you, is my prayer. Don't worry about lions in your life. It's my prayer. Go in peace. God bless you.